Hello everyone, it's Armstrong here from Mad Miniatures, and today I'm going to be showing you how I converted this into this. So for this boy I actually went and dug into my Warhammer 40,000 chop box, well, not only 40,000, generally my miniatures chop box, and I found this, a bolter which I got in trade from someone, and I think about mounting it as a turret on top of the roof. And how to mount it? I have this piece of a orc Devcopter, I think, so I can use this dome in here to have the mount, and then I could probably use this for something as well. But then, I thought about speed and nitro and everything, so I found this, I think it is Imperial Guard flamethrower tanks, which I think, just putting somewhere in the back or on the hood, but then it's gonna be kind of wasteful because hood is lovely and I don't want to waste these flames. So when I'm gonna be painting this, I'm gonna just cover the flames or try to keep them. Like, I don't care about the rest of the flames, all this writing doesn't really work for me, but this front is just lovely. And then I found this giant axe. I think it is a Minotaur axe or something along this line, and I'm just thinking, putting this on the front. Yeah, not entire thing, just cut it in here and have it on the front just as a plow-ish thing. And for the windows I just gonna use the mesh again to avoid doing the insides. And I think that I'm gonna put the tank in here, and maybe I'm gonna add some equipment. Of course I'm gonna probably use one of those little resistors, transistors, whatever they are. And I have this cog. I don't know what to do with it yet, but maybe it's gonna come in handy. But first let's start chopping. So this doesn't work because it will elevate the tank unnecessarily. Let's see. Now it's sit much more flush. Just a little bit of sanding. And the super glue, hopefully it isn't stuck, because it have issues with me lately. So there we go, the tank is on. So we have nose, of course there is a gap, but who cares. Now this improvised handle doesn't work at all, so let's get rid of it. And maybe this clip away. And this was sitting in my box for probably close to 8 years, so finally some use for it. Yeah, I'm gonna mount it more on the middle, so I need to clean this up. Just flatten this surface, then flatten this. And at this point I could probably use a plastic glue, but for the sake of speed it's gonna be super glue, unfortunately. The thing about super glue is, it's brittle at the end of the day, and plastic glue melts the two pieces of plastic together, but it takes time. So You just have to choose what you want, speed or stronger bond. In this case I prefer speed. So I have a gun, which kind of sort of works. And now the axe. Yeah, and I know it seems a little bit wasteful to everyone who collects beastmen, but I do not actually collect them. I just have the spare bit because I was building some beastmen for my friend when we were playing Mordheim. So I have this, and now, okay, I have to adjust it because I didn't think about this little detail. So just come on, about this much. And hopefully this is gonna work. Still a little bit in the middle. Yep. So just super glue. And hope that all the contact points works. Okay. So I have a very weird ram on this one, and I have a gun. I have this flame thrower thingy as a nitro, I guess, and of course one of those just to add to the madness. And now I need to grab the mesh, which I still have some, and I think that I have a big patch of it somewhere. If I only knew exactly where, that would be lovely. But yeah, I have this. Now I can just go and roughly this much for the front window. And I really don't want to overwhelm this car because if I'm gonna throw too many different weird details on it, it's gonna just change completely the look of the car. And I actually like this car a lot, the shape of it. It's cool. It's, you know, one of those big American style cars. Yeah, and well, it's, we need to admit, you know, like Europeans may make, you know, faster cars, more economic cars or whatever, but Americans make cool looking freaking cars. So yeah. Just, you know, attach this to the front window, getting rid of, and now hope I ain't gonna be stuck to it. So just gonna grab the edges and just push it with the back of the tweezer of the nippers right now to get a little bit of bonding. And this is always the issue with the mesh, it ain't want to bond. Yeah, and if I use the baking soda to solidify it, it's gonna be an issue, and I don't have accelerator, so yeah. This one do not want to comply with me. It always takes a few minutes for this. It's somewhat stuck, but I wouldn't touch it too much. Now the back window. And the side's gonna be a bit more annoying. have front and now the back. Let's just see. It's a bit too long, or I can just overlap it on the roof a little bit. Even with those relatively straight surfaces, it's still quite hard to get the mesh to stick perfectly to it. So you need to be patient if you are using the same thing as me. Alright, this actually worked faster than I was expecting and much better. So I have this now roughly here, just like that. And of course I'm covering windows just because I don't want to deal with them. And I don't want to deal with the inside of the car. So yeah, just the edges here, this. And you know, I know that people are stripping their cars before they do conversions for the Gaslands, but I don't like. I was doing that, but I actually found it to be a massive waste of time. And you know, like, I don't blame anyone for doing this because, you know, you can save more details and whatever, but in 90% of cases you can just, you know, add the layer of paint on top and ain't gonna change anything. It's just, you know, for those other 10% that people do that, really. And now, just finishing this. Okay, I just cut it in the right size, which is lovely. And how you can see, this one do not want to stuck. So there we go. Whew. So this one is pretty much done. I'm gonna be adding more details on it. Just black bomb it and then dry brush it metallic. So I'll be back when this is dry and black. This is a few days later. Unfortunately, I was thinking that I lost my video with the bundle of the videos that I lost earlier, but I was lucky enough to find everything being stock in my phone kind of bin, I don't know. So I'm lucky enough. So after, you know, looking at it, I decided, you know, just to leave the hood with the flames, and you know, it's nicely black bombed. So let's just get into dry brushing. It's the most satisfying part of this. Yeah, so there we go. And I might have emptied the brush a bit too much. And I don't care if a little bit of the metallic paints go on the hood, it's just gonna be showing scratches, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, this one is probably one of the simplest of them all thus far. Maybe besides, you know, some stuff that I planned properly. But now I'm gonna just switch to the spin table. And that's the finished product. It's supposed to be the car number 8, but it turned out to be the last car in the series. So the next video gonna be about finishing all of these cars, you know, with some little touches, extra splashes of colors, and maybe some weathering. If you like the video, please rate, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to have a great day. Take care.